It's the initiates. Hide your baby mothers.
No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. Thank you very much. You used to say there's a sippy cup for Blue. But Blue's grown up now. She doesn't take sippy cup, and she has her own Grammys. Nervous, I tell the truth.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
It's the initiates. Hide your baby mothers.
No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Yo, in this bitch. One more time, one more again. It's the initiate. Here to kick up some good game, man. We got action-packed show full of information, education, and entertainment, man. So, roll up your favorite party favor, pour out your favorite beverage. It's the evening. Relax. Pull out a pen and pad, take some notes. I'm the Hood Mystic, also known as Kyrie Anthony, here with my nearest and dearest friends. We got my boy AD, my boy Breeze, and of course Sacred Serpent. And, let them introduce themselves, introduce their socials, and, just let me know how y'all feeling this evening. Fellas, what's going on with you?
Not much. Been a nice breezy day for me, man. I can't complain. Just happy to do the show. You guys already know. Go check us out at the Harrison's Book Club. Follow Instagram page. We're gonna have it all below for you. Enjoy the show. We got some hot shit going on. Two hot girls. You know what I'm saying?
This is Breeze. Follow me on Instagram. One half of the Hero Fence Book Club. And I might say I'm here to learn something. I'm here to teach, but I'm here to learn as well. And I'm ready to have a good evening. It's Monday, but it feels like a Thursday to me.
It's giving weekend party vibes. I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I'm not gonna lie. Sacred, what's up with you, big dog?
I just have to say, swallowed up is crazy.
It's cringy.
I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to mute it.
Dark Sacred Serpent Media CEO. The initiates are back. Yes, no more conflicts and schedules. Yes, we back on it. We coming with it. Oh man, but swallowed, bro. That's just so much work. But I digress.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Like, he really asking you, like, do you know this? Like, no, but for real though, you gotta attract different viewers. We new on the scene, the initiate. We trying to kick up some dust, so whatever you gotta do. Some people is acting like they in a relationship, not really in a relationship for clout. We just trying to get swallowed up. I don't feel like it is the end of the world, but we not here for that. We here to get into some real conversation. Where we gonna start off, fellas? What y'all what y'all trying to get started? We got a few topics this evening.
Man, it don't matter.
You know what? I feel like we should dive into creating an altar because I'm gonna be real with you, fam. If you don't have an altar out here on these spiritual streets, I really don't know what's up with you. But you might not know how serious an altar is. So we got our man Breeze. Of course, we might, we'll be here to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? And if you need any support, but we gonna let Breeze do his thing. to talk to us about the altar, how to build your altar, and why an altar is even important during your spiritual development and your spiritual growth.
Yeah. So it's this slide and the two after it. So you can go to the next slide. Talk about altar work. I just want to add that I started my spiritual journey in like 2013, and I didn't really get too much progress or growth that I can show for until like the past 3 years, when I really started taking astrology seriously, and I really built an altar in my house. And I wake up in the morning, light that candle, like that incense, and give offerings to my soul. Yeah. So could you hit the next? Yeah. So alter is a verb, to change, make different in some way. To change, alter, to change. Al is beyond. To become otherwise. So this is just pointing out that like you're going beyond the veil. We all heard that word, but what does it mean? And to become otherwise is insinuating that you're more than this personality. When you look in the mirror and you say your name, that's not your identity. That's that role that you playing in this for this time in life. You know what I mean? Because your soul done had plenty of times looking in the mirror saying, I'm this person, I'm that person, so it's important to get past the physical and establish a non-physical understanding of who you are. And then the noun, and this is what it's all about, your altar. High altar, altar for sacrifice to the great gods, burnt offerings to worship, to offer sacrifice, to honor by burning sacrifices. High. Yeah, I mean, I think this says it all on its own. Anything I can add there? Oh yeah, from etymology. Go to etymology.com to get the root of these words that we use. To give you more insight into your spell work. So create an altar for your soul. I know y'all done probably watched Bobby Hemmett videos, Brother Panic videos, Phil Valentine. Some of y'all know who C. Freeman L is, but you doing yourself a disservice when you are working with all these random deities, you know what I mean, before working with your soul, because your soul is going to tell you what and what not to be dealing with, because you can easily be led down the wrong road thinking you working with I don't know, think you working with like Yin and Yang, but come to find out it's just some ghoul that got you looking stupid, you know what I mean? And you giving offerings to this deity that just hijacked you. But, I digress. The physical body is an altar, and within it are a multitude of energies. This altar that you are building, or, that you should be building, will be a physical and consecrated interface used to interface with spirits, deities, the soul, and other entities. And I just want to reiterate that building an altar for your soul is the utmost important thing you can possibly do. It is the crux of your spiritual work. Is the beginning of your spiritual development. If you're not working with your soul, you're working with humans, and humans don't know better. The soul is the truth of your being, and the first connection to be established. The second connection is to align with the Christ divinely aligned ancestors that's in your DNA. these ancestors are like your guide, your protection. They're like the high council, you know. So before you make a decision, you should consult these ancestors. And just like we have divinely aligned ancestors, we got malignant ancestors. You know, we got people in our lineage that was probably rapists, that was drug dealers, that was addicted to drugs. You know, that was just, you know, very not well off. You know, and it's important to really choose what you want to align with. And it's important to understand when you want some bullshit and you moving through this world, you aligning with a certain group of ancestors. And when you're righteous, you're aligning with a particular group of ancestors. Yeah. Trying to think, did I miss anything? Because this is part one. The next will be dealing with the 4 elements, which are the threshold of the physical realm. And it's important to have something that represents those 4.
And also,
Damn, boys, come back, man. I removed him from the studio accident. I was trying to do the solo for him, and I kicked him out. Damn, I'm on some bullshit. I'm doing too much, man. Bring your ass back, man. My fault, bro.
Damn, son.
I tried to give you the solo layout.
Yeah. But yeah, so having those 4 elements, it's the threshold of the physical realm. And having like a vase of water, candle, incense, and crystals. And it's important to, you know, once you really figure out what type of energy you want to deal with, picking the candles that aligns with that. You know, I've been working with a lot of like purifying deities. So I've been using, what is it called? Dragon's blood. I've been working with dragon's blood really heavy. I started to work with Sansa Morete, and she likes apples and dark chocolate. It's not something to overthink. I want to say that first and foremost. Just do it. You know, every day that you do it, you know, you establishing that connection more and more, and you showing your soul that you really about this. Just think about how you build habits every day after work. You just on the couch on your phone. You know, imagine you getting up in the morning and sitting with your altar for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And stare into that flame, you know, and just be, you know, you don't have to meditate, be meditation. You know, you don't have to be aligned, or you don't have to act aligned, just be aligned. You know, you already are those things. And it's the crux of altar work is just to give you a place to take direction from. This is the start. But that's it for today. A little freestyle.
Hey, AD, because I know you the king of portable altars. Would you answer this question that's by Aluk Numite, who says, do people make outdoor altars in secluded places? Would you have an answer for that?
Yes, a lot of people have, and you can make your own too. But the best way to do it, because sometimes it's hard to find like a terrain that's going to cover the altar or the things that you want to put there. So you can use a tree stump. You can go to a certain type of hill. You can go to a mound. You can go to a certain area in the park, like a cemetery. So there's a lot of places you can choose and find. It's about what's feeling right to you. And I'll say make sure it's a place where you can take your shoes off and your socks. But that's all that she wrote.
Yeah, I'll be walking. I see all different types of people doing all types of weird shit. I'll be like, I wonder what went on here. Something happened around this motherfucker. It's a baby doll. It's crayon. It's a baseball bat. It's a goddamn beef tongue. You like, what the hell happened over here? nails in it. You like, oh, type of shit going on.
That nigga just say beef tongue. He didn't say beef.
Yeah. Listen, that's the number one ritual. That I bet you that ritual is done more than any ritual known to man.
The
Putting
beef
the
tongue
nails,
ritual.
cow tongue. I'm telling you, big bro. No, but what you got to say about Ultra Serpent? You fuck with them, or you don't think they're important?
I think altars are extremely important. I think they're essential to any idea of cultivating spiritual development. Excuse me, I am also doing double duty at work. Pardon me. But yeah, when it comes to any level of spiritual development or an individual trying to cultivate their own spiritual development, you have to create a sense of camaraderie and connection with your ancestors, and the best way to do that is through altar work. And I know I found for me that whenever I just need space, or whenever I just need to go somewhere because I might be dealing with a particular thing, whatever it may be, if I'm stuck on something, if I don't know what decision to make, or if I don't know what to do for a particular moment, I know time spent at my altar is going to alleviate that. So, excuse me.
Message.
Niggers.
Like whenever I am in a tough spot, my altar is always the answer. Whenever I need to make a big decision and I'm wallowing from one side to the other, my altar is the answer. Whenever I set a goal and I want to plant a seed for something I want to work to, my altar is the answer. So as far as I'm concerned, there is no spiritual work, there is no cultivating spiritual development without an altar.
I agree. And once again, this is part one. So the next time we do this initiates, we'll do part two. It's some interesting things, and I'll just do a little sneak peek of what we'll be talking about in our next installment. We'll be talking about what's needed. We'll be talking about the maintenance of the altar, and finally, we'll be talking how to shake your ass or wash yourself. No, I'm just playing. No, we about to get into it because if we don't talk about altars, who else is? People gonna get your $59.99 for your readings, and you ain't gonna have no damn altar suffering.
We got one question, and I kind of want to answer it. I would say if you got enough space, at home, yes, have a separate altar for your soul and your ancestors. From other deities, but it's all about making it work with what you got. It ain't like you gotta get a gold grail, or silver platter. Work with what you got. And the key is to be intuitive about it and to be sincere. That's those two things are key. But and altars can be of all sizes. You know what I mean? Your windowsill can be an altar. When you're dealing with deities. Your car can be an altar, like my car is an altar for Eshu. I got a couple black and red things in there, so if that answers your question.
Yeah, and I would just add that as far as separation between what type of deities and entities to work with, I would say if you're going to work with that entity or that deity every single day, absolutely. If you're just going to, do it sometimes, or it just popped into your mind and you're going to forget about that deity or that entity next week or tomorrow, then don't do it. Don't separate it all that way. I'd say separate it up for the energies that you're going to work with every single day. I wouldn't say not to do anything, but putting something on your altar that you're not going to acknowledge is like really senseless to even put it on the altar in the first place.
Agreed. Couldn't say any better.
So I'm gonna because when you said sincere, I was actually looking up sincere. I didn't know you was gonna say sincerity. When you do any of this spiritual work, any of this altar work, and you might read a book and it's like you need 4 green candles but you got $2 in your pocket and you was gonna get a double cheeseburger and you can't afford green candles, you can still do powerful spell work. You can do powerful witchcraft. And I'm gonna give you the secret sauce. Sincerity. What is sincerity? Pure, unmixed, unadulterated. Unadulterated just means unmixed. Free from pretense or falsehood. Like the coldest thing you can do spiritually is submit. When you have anger or you have arrogance or you have ego and you start doing ultra work, you start, I'm about to X this bitch. I'm about to, and then you might manifest something with your altar, and now you can't nobody tell you shit. Like you are no longer sincere, and mighty will fall. So to be clean, to be pure, you can't be a master and be sincere. You can't be a guru and be sincere. These titles are implicit to a lack of sincerity. So when we talk about sincerity and altar work, don't think you need this, that, a different altar over here, a different altar for that, this, that, and the third. If you got it, go crazy. I'm talking about because when I came into this shit, I had $2 in my pocket, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't even have that. But I was making it happen with pens, pads, jacking off, not coming, using that sexual energy to get a fucking more than $2. You feel me? So work with what you got. Sincerity is going to be your number one weapon in all spiritual working.
And don't forget to cook. Like,
What do you mean by that?
like giving offerings, like using food. That's like just like a key code, especially on times where you know, like
100%.
you just throwing food out. You can always like microwave it, get it back right, like how you get it right for yourself, and just offer it. I remember when I was giving up certain foods, or like I didn't want to eat something, but I just remember like, oh man, I can give this to my altar and actually like be for real about it. Cause I know I didn't need it. I had this extra food that someone else needed.
Shay. Can y'all talk about sex magic transmutation? For men, retain your seed, and then like I don't know much for women, but I know for your womb steam, you know, do whatever you can to be at peace. If it's that time of month, call off work. Put your PTO in. Like I know y'all probably got the moon cycle apps, and this is what I tell my girl about. Like, just call them off. Fuck them. You know, it ain't worth the stress. But I would say, you know, create a sigil, you know, with your partner, and y'all just stare at that sigil until y'all got it in your head, and when y'all start getting it on, visualize that sigil. And you giving it energy. And that sigil intention could be get a new apartment, you know, moving to a safer neighborhood, you know, wanting to have a healthy child, you know, man, all kind of things, you know, is really no limit, you know, from my experience. That's what I can say about it. You know, you could, man, you could get it on at night, roll over in the morning, get emails like, hey, you know, we want you to come in for an interview, you know, or man, stuff happens, you know, but once again, you gotta be sincere about it, you know, as soon as you get your ego in it, you know, like, yeah, I'm about to stun on motherfuckers, I'm about to, you know what I mean, wait till I, you know, you know, it's all about the sincerity. So I think just making sure that your heart is in the right place, you know, because you still can manifest from a place of insincerity. You know, we do it all the time. It's bad decisions, you know, and you think somebody hexed you, but you just being a knucklehead.
Insincere.
You can you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to spirit. I'm gonna say that again. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you cannot lie to spirit. So sincerity and being genuine, I'll just call it what it is, pure. When your intentions are pure, all of that ego shit falls by the wayside. You're not thinking about how well you're doing a particular thing, what you're going to gain from doing that particular thing. When you are completely pure and honest with self, there is nothing to concern yourself about. Just do your work. Outside of that, you don't need to question sincerity or genuineness because your intentions are pure. Once again, you can lie to yourself all you want. You cannot lie to spirit. You cannot.
Yeah, that's facts. But I will say, as a man with your sexual partner, you cannot do sex magic with random hoes. I'ma just say that. Like you
Yeah.
gotta have a regular sexual partner, and she can't be. You can't do sex magic with a girl that have other sexual partners. So you gotta suss that out. And it's 2024. The way that shit be, I ain't gonna put it on nobody. I haven't talking shit today. I made a vow with myself not to talk shit. Whatever the case may be, you might not get a girl that's 100% faithful mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then you talk about sex magic. When we talk about sincerity, she can't kind of like you a little bit, right? She can't like, I mean, the type of chicks that niggas be rocking with, bro, she kind of fuck with you just a little bit. Like, you got to test it out. You got to be like, yo, stinking ass bitch, just to see what's going to happen. See, bro. And if she like square up with you, call her brothers, cancel the sex magic. You feel me? But if she be like, oh, you know, doodle straight ass little boy, you
Right.
don't ask correctly. Now we do some sex magic. I'm telling y'all the truth.
Yeah.
Like, look at your girl. Like, really look at her. See if she got like her eyes is like cross-eyed a little bit. You know, she got a little her butt is like look lopsided. Start talking about that shit a little bit. It'll be like she might never talk to you again, and you've been trying to do sex magic with her, right? Be like, why your titties a little lopsided? You might not ever talk to that girl again. So you need to be sure, bro. I'm so serious, bro. You gotta be on the level communicatively, because you could want like Serpent said, you could lie to yourself all damn day, talk about sex magic this, sex magic that. And the moment you turn your back, he or she is fucking the next Tom, Dick, and Harry. He could be it's crazy out here, bro. So be careful. What in the sex magic before you have a sincere relationship. I'm gonna just add that in there.
Agreed.
Also, man,
Go ahead, ADE.
I hope y'all taking notes. I've been especially on the altar part. That's one thing I want to attack. And plus, notes is like your best friend. Me and Bree just have a nice little convo just about writing notes and all. It's better to have something right there you can always come back to instead of putting so much stuff in your head. So just think about that before we move on, because we got some hot shit coming. Ready, gents?
Yeah.
So what y'all want to do? Y'all want to? I feel like we need to save the best for last, right? Our chart breakdown for last, and I think since we was in the realm of relationship, I think we can talk about respect versus empathy. And before we react, no, I'm not even going to do. Yeah, I'm gonna ask a question to y'all, and then I'm gonna do this video up on the screen, right? Whose uncle is this? Y'all need to chill. Y'all got your uncle out here looking crazy. No, Oh, just playing. Y'all uncle out here looking crazy, dog. Tell y'all uncle to chill. No, I'm just kidding, dog. I'm just kidding. But
Yo, you're so wrong for that, my guy.
no. I gotta ask y'all a serious question because I'm kicking up dust. I don't mean nothing. I just be trying to make sure people paying attention. The question that I got for y'all: have you truly been respected in your relationship? And think about it if you need to. But I want before you answer that question, we're gonna deal with the etymology. So, in your relationship, have you been regarded or considered, regarded or looked at, or the act of looking back, or often at one? Look back at it. Look back. No, I'm just kidding. An aspect of a thing, a relative property or quality, point, detail, a particular feature, the meaning, the feeling of esteem. This is the key. I want y'all to key in on this. Have you ever felt within your relationship, and it can be yes or no. It's not a gotcha question. I'm not trying to talk shit. I took that vow earlier. I really want some honest answers out of y'all. Have you ever felt the esteem excited by actions or attributes of yourself? So, if Bree's been growing his hair for the last 10 years, that's an attribute, correct? And I feel like it would be cool if your girl was excited by your attributes. Just putting it out there, right? I'm just throwing out different suggestions because I know dudes with Hellcats and they girl be calling him an ain't shit ass nigga. Like he ain't shit. He got a Hellcat. Like
Yeah.
it's no respect. Feeling of esteem excited by attributes or attributes of something or something, someone or something. Courteous or considerate treatment due to personal worth or power. And I think that's the missing key to being respected in your relationships. But I set the table and I'm gonna let y'all eat. Whoever want to take this, go ahead.
I'll go first. Hell yeah, it's respecting my relationship. I wouldn't be in one. And you mentioned my hair. She Anastasia helped me maintain my hair. You know,
Type
breathe my
shit.
scalp. You know, retwist
Type
my hair
shit.
because I feel like shit. I would have cut this off by now. You know, and it's reciprocated. You know,
Hey, I hope the ladies is taking notes. I don't want to kill your wisdom, but man,
yeah,
ladies, take
nah,
notes.
yeah. It's just like it's not hard, you know what I mean, to respect somebody, but I think you do have to do the adequate amount of shadow work, you know, so you're not just triggered by somebody that's not even trying to trigger you. That's the worst right there. You know, that'll get somebody walking away immediately. But yeah, the respect is there.
Yeah, I have to say the same, but like mine's different, right? Because, and it's a question for the chat.
I ain't trying to kill your wisdom, but you got nobody.
Say that. Let's say the last part again, gang.
You got them snow bunnies. Nah,
Yes, sir. So, yeah, my thing's different. I like vanilla ice cream. You know, I picked that first when I was a kid. They tried to give me chocolate, but I said no. I wanted vanilla. You know, but yeah, man, I had to say, have you been considered? You know, because like you have to really think about your partner and consider them. Real talk, like in the things you do, what you want to do, and talking to them about it. So, my fault. You know how black mama be. But so yeah, being considered is like what was part of respect. If you heard Hood say that, and a lot of people will say they're probably not considered in their relationship, and it's hard for someone to think about someone else. because you'll think a lot of people thinking about you, but they're not. They're thinking about them. Like you might be like, dang, like they paying attention to what I'm saying, da 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 da. But now, like a lot of people really just got some questions into what I'm saying, and like they want to like build a convo. So it's really hard to like consider other people. So I feel like that's something that I experienced in my relationship really deeply, and I never got a chance to experience that before. Because it's always like, if I want to do something, no, that's stupid, or that's dumb. So, and whereas like now is, I get questions. I want to do that with you. You think you could learn it and teach me too. So that's cool. But have you been considered? Put a one in the chat if you've been considering your relationships. Or relationship.
Go ahead, Serpent.
I think y'all need to break this shit down to me on some English level shit. Like I just went to school like yesterday, last night for everything. Because considered? Have I ever been considered? Oh, fucking shit. I never knew I needed to be considered. I never connected the dots from attraction to consideration to acknowledgement. I never connected those dots. I thought everything was physical. The understanding of needing to do anything that had anything to do with mentally or emotionally and being emotionally mature and dealing with all of that, that never was a thing until after my relationships. Like, so consideration, fuck no. I never knew consideration was a thing in a relationship. If I'm keeping it all the way a buck, like I don't have any flowerful answers for you. Like I just, nope. I never knew that was a thing. Never knew it was a thing.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man, because I was on some make a chick love me through. I'm gonna keep it real through magic, through eating her pussy, through beating her pussy up, through making money, through buying a home, through paying the bills, taking her to restaurants, taking her on trips, eating her pussy some more. I started eating that a little bit. I started doing everything trying to make a girl love me, and God told me, you know what? Well, I didn't ever say this. Where you get this idea from? Who taught you this? Nothing in the Bible says you gotta get a girl to love you. It actually say your wife should respect you. Oh, damn, God, I didn't even take heed to your words. I was doing it my own way. Had to slow myself down. And I don't even know, bro. I could have been living my life chasing love. But why would I ever be respected in my relationship if I didn't demand it? So I think the gnosis for me is, okay, this is something that you need to strive for. And if you ain't getting respect, if she's not excited by your actions and your attributes, because as a man, you do a lot. You do a lot for your household. So imagine a woman loving you but not respecting you. There is no excitement about your actions or your attributes. And everything you stand for, everything you do, you be wanting her to be like, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. She'd be like, ain't shit ass nigga, I love you though. Yo, ain't shit ass nigga, I love you so much. See, I feel like I had it all fucked up, bro. I didn't know. Had no idea. But I understand now. That's how I feel about it.
That's how some women speak about their dads. He ain't shit. I love my dad though.
Right.
My mama should have been left his ass. Yeah. I love him though.
But I love him.
You know. Yeah.
Do you respect that he kept a roof over your head? Because it's kids that grow up homeless in fucking shelters. Mm-hmm. What would you say then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got those kids that love the shit out of their parents nonetheless, and they ain't have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out. So you make that
Daddy, a whole heroin addict. You love the shit out of him though. Like, what make it make sense? And then you got a fucking hard working ass dad. He getting his ass kicked because maybe he spent all his money on the bills and shit, right? So he don't be on no fly shit.
Mm-hmm.
and you can't stand his ass.
You can't stand him. All he do is work. He ain't never spent time with me.
Yeah, I gotta keep it all the way 1,000 on this, big bro. Like initially, I thought the pussy belonged on a pedestal, and everything I wanted was supposed to come after that. It wasn't until after the fact that I was taught you were supposed to set boundaries and actually demand shit like, you know, respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember still feeling empty after loving someone to a point that there was no more love to give. And whatever I was getting in return, it never equated to anything of fulfillment. There was nothing that she could give me that was going to fulfill me because I wasn't giving that thing to myself. But I didn't understand that until after the fact. Like, and Big Bro said something last week that really jived with me. It's like, you know, a woman will almost never respect a man, but she'll love a man. And it's so fucking true. Like, she'll love the shit out of you, bro, but she don't fucking respect you. And as far as I'm concerned, as a man, 44 years old, if you don't respect me, you can keep that love shit. I don't give a fuck about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. If you don't respect me, I don't give a fuck about your love.
I don't need your love. No, Benny Butcher got a song where he say on the song like trust more valuable than love, you know.
Everybody can't go.
Yeah.
Everybody can't go, man.
And yeah, man, like sometimes just ask that person, look them in their face, do you trust me? What you think they'd say? You know? Yeah. And then I think it takes a level of maturity. So I would say to those people that's young, especially people under 27, take your time. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to just, you know, go through some shit and then be scarred. And now you got to work through some trauma that you didn't even have to, you know, go through. If you would have knew better, you know what I mean? Or seek out people that know more than you, you know what I mean? That's outside of your family, you know, because your family always got ulterior motives because they want you to be happy. They want you to be safe, you know, but, you know, talk to somebody that's really going to give you a raw story about some real shit, you know, because that helped me. I'm just speaking off experience. That helped me a lot, you know.
Before we start this video, sorry for not cut you off.
You good.
I just want to say, a wise man told me, if you really want to be serious with a girl and actually get to know her, don't get in them cheeks, don't beat them doonies down.
Yeah.
Actually, to see what she about. No, that'll tell you what you want to know.
That'll get the respect for sure.
So much respect because she can't bribe you with pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
just tell her you.
Pussy
is
so.
Just tell her. Yeah, just tell her you love her so much you don't even want to fuck her.
Yeah, right. Listen, pussy is so misleading, and the flesh is weak, my nigga. Like, we need to keep it all the way 1,000. The flesh is weak, my nigga. Like, the most spiritualist nigga is gonna have a hard time turning down some good box. Like, I'm just keeping it out. Like, listen, the most spiritualist niggas, like, you will see doing some real debaucherous shit when the lights is not on, right? So what I'm saying is, you know, the flesh is weak. You can't put yourself in that predicament. And then I think Big Bro said this last week when he said, you know, sex is not the goal. A relationship is not the fucking goal. So if that's the top of the fucking mountain for you, you need to fucking pick another mountain, bro. Like, real talk. Sex in a relationship.
There's more things in the world than sex.
Nah, what you say, AB?
What hit me hard was there's more things in the world than just sex.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But it's niggas that will fuck your girl like it's the fucking Olympics. Don't get it confused. It's niggas that will fuck your girl amazingly, and that's the way of the world. So it might be confusing to a woman who might get some amazing sex and then have to be with you and have to deal with the energy of love and physicality and emotions. It really ain't no solution because that game that people be playing, that's a losing game. So it's like to get to a level, like if you ever got into a relationship, you was afraid to lose because you love that person so much, you would be fucked up because she don't respect you, and you gotta let her go, or she gonna leave you, or some weird shit. She gonna cheat on you, violate you, yell at you, treat you so crazy because she love you so much and have zero respect. And that look crazy in real life. When you look at it in real life, when you look at your relationship and you see it's toxic and you see it's no direction, there's no happiness, there's no bliss, and you a man, your woman loves you and she's connected to you, attached to you, and there's nothing that you can do. And you know it's nothing that you can do because everything that you do, if you a man, you working, you paying bills, you showing up, those are actions that need to be respected. The same way as if you at work. Imagine if you was at work and you spent 100 every time you went to work on lunch. Think about that. Wouldn't motherfuckers love you at work? Wouldn't they respect you when it comes to lunch? Like, hey, this nigga come, he dropping a Honda. What, we getting Chipotle today, boss? Like, they gonna love the shit out of you. But say for instance, you're dealing with a person that's entitled, that love you but don't value your actions and your attributes. You worked hard to be the man you are today, whatever that looks like for you. It's some mastery in your life, right? And you need to be recognized for that. And you and a girl can say, "Oh, I love you, I appreciate you, I like you." But it's different between getting in the trenches with you and seeing it through. Building the building, like that's a whole different level. That's beyond love. That's respect. You know, that's what's gonna make you satisfied in your relationship as a man. Your girl getting a wet pussy every time you walk in the door. You think that's what you're going for, buddy, but sooner or later it's gonna get boring and you're gonna be like, what are we doing?
You want to know a spiritual way for a nigga to know when your girl don't respect you? If you're afraid to lose her. If you're afraid to lose her, I can tell you right now, she don't respect you. She feel that. She feel that. She feel that. Without words being spoken, she could tell you afraid to lose her. And at the moment you get to that point in your fucking relationship, that relationship is over.
Could it be that you don't have enough respect for yourself, being afraid to lose someone?
Well, the anxiety only comes from the fact of you being dishonest with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't honest and upfront about how you felt about that situation, nor that person or individual. And you weren't honest about how unhealthy it is for you to feel so strongly about another person that you don't then reciprocate towards yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So within that, of course, there's going to be a level of depression and anxiety there because the soul isn't even being recognized and the ego is basically in the driver's seat. So
let me add to your wisdom. You could deal with a woman and you gonna get regular results. You could do this spiritual work. You can do your tapsayas, your meditation, your prayers, your altar work, and you can come across a goddess. And the difference between a woman and a goddess is that all the bullshit, all of the regular shit that's being presented in front of you, which is the absolute truth, the Bible, gospel, but in order for a man to understand his role in society, in life, he needed to be awakened by a woman. Right? Niggas unto ourselves, we are idiots. So the guiding point is gonna be manifesting a goddess. a woman sent from God. That's not going to like. She's gonna do shit in your life. She's gonna direct your life. She's gonna align your chakras in so much of a way that you'll understand why a nigga will be on the mountain range with a bitch. It's just him and his bitch and horses and shit. You like, damn, it can go deep. Love can go so deep that just and it's the difference between chasing women and seeing what's good. Oh, you look so good, sending DMs. But when your magnetism is up so high and the energy is so palpable, and it's like electricity that's being transferred between man and woman, yeah, you're gonna be afraid to lose that. I'm sorry, bro. Like if you got a regular bitch and she giving you her ass to kiss, yeah, I feel you. Like, yeah, you can any chick leave me, we throwing a party. But when you have a goddess, nigga, you gonna be shaking in your boots at the very thought of her leaving. But I would say it's gonna be a difference between the type of chicks that you gonna experience in this world. That's just my experience.
I think also just to add a little bit more to that is that sometimes she could be dealing with so much emotional turmoil that she can't even. You ain't even supposed to be in a relationship with this person. Put it like that. They're not even in a position to even love you nor respect you. You know, and it's just one of them things where it's just out of like convenience. You know, like the analogy of spending $100 at lunch every day. You know, yeah, you a sucker. You know, going down that road. But yeah, like your ancestors will let you know. You'll have dreams, you know what I mean? It'll be crazy synchronicities, you know, you will know, and you will know if that person losing interest. You know, your ancestors is like, they vetting the whole process, you know, and I think to trust in them is to your benefit, you know, because I think once we get our ego inserted into it and like, oh, I gotta make sure my relationship go like this, or I gotta build her up to this. You're not supposed to be doing that, you know.
And then what if you don't have a direct spiritual connection with your ancestors in order for you to be able to read those tea leaves and pick up on those messages, right? Because what you're saying is exactly right, Breeze. But what about for the brothers who don't have that? Right?
Nah, I'm gonna say it's a lot of bitches out here fucked up because they fuck with the wrong motherfuckers and the more wrong motherfuckers descended. So when you in this life and the chick play you depending on how strong you are with your ancestors, depending on if you do any spiritual work, your ancestors not even going to let you fall, even when it looked like that. Right? Yeah. So I would say it ain't no telltale sign for it. It's just more of your trust and your awareness, for sure. Because I done seen some crazy shit out here. Motherfuckers thinking that they could just play you over just because, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen some real shit.
But then you also got that with, you know, ancestors that send you partners on purpose to fuck with you because, you know, you was just thinking about a partner. So you there you go, you got a partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna learn today.
You've been swallowed up.
Because they're just saying when people meet, worlds collide.
That's true. But that's why shadow work is so important. That's why, you know, being your own little psychologist is so important because you for sure gonna set trip within your relationship. And to say that you're not, that's just you being arrogant. So a lot of times people say, well, I'm gonna just wait till I find the perfect person or whatever the case may be, and now you'll never find that. However, you can start with respect and end with respect. And you can tell from day one if a person respects you or don't give a fuck about even wanting to respect. Because you know what? If she ain't respect her father, you being a stranger nigga, how are you? Now, I want y'all to answer this question and we can start this video. But how the hell are you going to get a woman to respect you that don't respect her father? And this man, in essence, put a roof over her head. But say, for instance, if she hate her father for not being there, you think she's gonna love you? So it's like respect. I feel like, does it need to be earned or is it just given away free?
I think it is a certain level of it has to be earned, yes. And I think it depends on the woman as far as her relationship with her father, because there's some women that's just like, nah. They had the understanding that the situation wasn't right, but they was a child, they was living, under that roof, and those are the ones who don't end up in an abusive relationship. The ones that literally broke a generational curse. You know what I mean? So I think it'll take, just seeing where people's heads at, you know what I mean? Like having that conversation, seeing how they move, you know what I mean? Seeing what kind of friends they're around. Like it is an interview process, you know what I mean? Because I'll say for men and women, but especially women, like your discernment is your power, like, cause you get involved with the wrong dude and it's gonna be like, damn, you remember Tanisha? Yeah, beautiful Tanisha, in 11th grade, Now Tanisha, you know what I mean?
Why don't we ever talk about that part of the game? We never talked about that part. We seen it.
Yeah.
Seen it. Damn,
now Tanisha cool. Got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna be like that,
That's a deeper, darker criminal link, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Tanisha could have had a sister under the same roof, and it didn't happen like that, So, and it's not that you can't heal people. You have to find people that's at least willing to be healed if they haven't healed themselves. You know what I mean? Like, at least, I think you're better off with a girl that understands the situation of why her dad was a fucked up person. As opposed to one that's just like, that was just how he was. My mama stayed with him. Does she want to break those generational curses? That's what I would say on it. And that's somebody you can potentially build with. But sometimes the trauma is so much where it's just like, it's not for you to meddle with. To say the least, sometimes you just gotta keep it moving, and don't just. Well, I mean, people gonna do what they want to do sexually, but beware.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, and like what Hood said with the question, like it is like a yes, respect does have to be earned, but at the same time, what they say, if you want to be respected, you have to give it. Mm-hmm. So it's not being at this thing like I'm gonna wait on it until they do it, but it's also having that type of generosity, because when you try looking generosity, it's also having patience. So if you really want to be with somebody and work on somebody, you just can't expect them to jump like a dog and give them treats. But if you always want something to change, you can always just leave. And I'm not saying leave your relationship, but there's certain truths that you gotta realize when it comes to it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the question is incongruent to what it actually is that you're trying to obtain. If we're talking about respect, the idea that we have to have a conversation about respect will be the problem for me. Like, I understand that train of thought that respect has to be earned, right? But you can also be manipulated by people who earn your respect, right? And if you're not a person who can be 1000% honest with themselves, right? Then 9 times out of 10, you're probably not honest about the type of judge of character you actually are. So whether you are with an individual who earns some certain level of respect from you or not is really not relevant. What's relevant is, are you going to respect that person? And are you going to demand respect from that person? Or are you just going to go in and just hope that the chips just fall in the right particular spot that you need them to be in order for you to say that you're being respected? Yeah, I feel like the idea of the conversation means that you already lost. Like, we shouldn't have to have a conversation about respect. If I'm a man, you're a woman, or vice versa. Respect should be number one. It should begin this entirety of this relationship. It should begin from respect. Because 9 times out of 10, it doesn't begin at love. So it should at least begin with respect.
How I hear that is like you dealing with a chick, and it's like, hey, do you know how to walk? But like, you ain't got no wheelchair, nothing. Like, oh, so how do you walk? I walk from the left to the right, to the left to the right. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it's like nobody is talking about that in their relationship because it's a natural thing to walk, right? But we so fucked up as a person, as people, that you could be with somebody for years and years and years and love, but never respect. But the crazy part is that respect should be the foundation. You should have been taught respect, especially for a man, right? The feeling of admiration and appropriation is not there. And so we got to have these rudimentary, fundamental conversations, or else
About walking.
About walking, bro.
How
crazy that is. And we could do reaction videos from now until the end of fucking time and hear motherfuckers talk about how much they love the motherfucker and it didn't work out for some odd reason. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I love them so much. I loved and loved and loved, and I could never love a person more than I love this person, but for some reason, I can't stand this motherfucker. And it's like, well, do you respect him? What does that mean, actually? Can we look up the etymology? So this is how fucked up we are.
I put it in Discord.
How could we learn how to walk? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it boggles the mind, really.
Yeah, I'm just glad you asked the question, bro, because I wasn't even thinking about this, but I think this question should be the first question before we even get to anything else, like, you know, how soft your ass is, or how nice you look, or, you know, what you wearing tonight. Like, before we even get there, can we RESPECT? Can we do that?
Yeah. Don't listen to Soul for Real Candy Rain. Stop listening to that shit. You know, listen to, you know, Aretha Franklin.
Gonna get you niggas in trouble. Drake and Jacquees and niggas gonna get y'all in trouble. Tell them.
What'd you say, Hood?
I said the Queen of Soul.
Oh, yes.
Let's get it. I think this is the Queen of Soul doing this right.
Hey man, you ain't.
I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you.
A man doesn't care if you love him. He only cares if you respect him.
See, this is what a lot of women cannot wrap their heads around. A man will leave you for a woman who doesn't look half as good as you. And you'll sit there and say, how could he leave me for her? I'll tell you why. Because while you were thinking that cooking, cleaning, doing his laundry, having amazing sex, and keeping your body right, you were thinking all those things were going to keep a man. This woman gave that man respect. You're over here talking out the side of your neck. You don't know when to shut up. All you do is nag, run that man into the ground, let him know through your actions and words that you don't respect or honor him. And you think he's going to stay with you? You really think he's going to stay?
And the thing of it, man, I think back just to how I used to think about life and how I viewed life. Oh, hold on. What the hell? What's going on? Yeah. So, anyways, I used to sit back and be like, damn, I just need a girl that just going. I was trying to figure it out. If she looked good or if she light skinned, dark skinned. Maybe I just need a chubby girl. See, I don't know what I was looking for out here, man. I'm listening to 2 Live Crew, Biggie Smalls, R&B singers, rock and roll singers. Everybody telling me fall in love with a bitch, and I'm trying to fall in love and elicit this romance and dreamy eye shit. Man, think about if you a young man and you demand respect in all your relationships, and you can take or leave that love shit. Think about how powerful you're going to be in life. Just think about that. Think about if you understand and understand that love, that shit is for fucking flowers and fucking butterflies. Fucking little puppies, fucking sunny days. Oh, I just love a sunny day.
And babies, that's it.
And little babies.
Little babies.
I would say,
man, you need to be respected, and you don't even understand it. And then you gonna leave your chick. You don't even know why you leaving her. You don't even know why you calling her a motherfucker. Like, why are you calling her that? Because she don't respect you. She don't respect you.
Yeah. Wanting to be in love so bad. I also feel like it's disoriented you a little bit. You know what I mean? Now you like sexually disgruntled, you emotionally distressed, and you could be doing something better with your time. You could be working on something, as a man, because for women to see you getting up every morning to work on something that you want to do, you know what I mean, that's in your heart, she gonna love that shit. She gonna respect that shit. She's gonna respect that shit. You know what I mean? So find something, man, that you can submit to other than a woman. Once you trying to just submit to a woman, you telling her, manipulate me. What you want me to do? Like, so for real, tell me what you want, and I'll give it to you.
Listen. If that's the case,
so much that you thought you die, that's some bullshit.
If that's the case, you might as well walk around with the big L on your forehead, my nigga. The big L. You might as well just walk up to her that way and try and kick it to her that way. You dig me? Listen, man. Listen. These brothers actually started it off in the perfect spot for you. How about fall in love with your soul at your altar? Then you don't need her for anything outside of what you choose to give to her. Right? Like, if she's the goal, if she's the prize, bro, I need people to understand what we're talking about here.
Nah, peep it though. Peep what you just said, right? Say for instance, I have a soul, but I can't understand or overstand my soul. I can't get it. So I'm gonna project my soul on what?
A woman.
A bitch with a BBL. She's my God. She is my soul. I can't even understand this shit. So this is why it's so important for men to spiritually develop, because once again, how do you even begin to establish a closer relationship with your partner and even understand the need or the necessity for respect? because I'm telling you, it's panels up the wazoo with niggas talking about relationships, and they're going to really key in on this. Because
Mm-hmm.
once you talk about this, it's over. It's no more debate.
There's no more debate, bro. I need people to really think about the understanding of having sex with a woman that doesn't respect you. I need you to think about that. A woman that doesn't respect you, having sex with her, bro. I need you to think about that. Think about all the relationship shit you've been in. And think about every time you've had sex with one of these women. Ask yourself, how many times can you really say those women respected you? Please be honest with yourself.
They was using you, King. You stayed up $2,000, $4,000 over the year, and you met Tata Lisha and lost all that.
It's over. You know when a woman don't respect you when your dollar signs decrease. Ain't no entry. You just exit. Like, what you mean by that? Because you spending all your money. A human being that respect another human being. If I'm with you and you spend $2 on me, look, I know you spent that $2 on me. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna be like, hey man, if you need something, let me know. I think you spent that $2.
Even that.
I would give a nigga $100 because they gave me $2 for some shit. Like, oh, use a real nigga. Hey, if you need anything, just let me know. And why you give that nigga $100, man? He needed it and he gave me $2 a couple years ago. Like, that's how fucking real I am. You need to ask yourself, if you with somebody and they see you spend your money, and fuck that. She might want a baller, but nigga, it's 5% ballers. So how the hell you gonna be a baller for real? Like let's just keep it a buck. You might have a little something or whatever. You got something going on, but your money is your money. So if you spend it and it ain't no respect given, like, all right, we went out to eat last time. I'm a cook this time. If it ain't that, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'm old enough, so I've seen it where you give, a bitch just sit back, take, and you don't got nothing. You be like, shit, I don't got nothing. She looking at you like you a dumbass, like, how the hell you ain't got nothing? How you broke? And you like, damn, I was spending it on you. You said you want this, and this. If you don't understand this respect piece, you'll be so confused in your relationship. You're like, damn, how did that even happen? But that's how serious being respected in your relationships is. Because you can be broke and fucked up out here because your girl don't respect you. And you don't want that. I know you don't want that.
Think about being disrespected, spending all your bread, and she take the bread and still give you her ass to kiss while she taking it. Just think about that shit.
Think about alimony and child support, right? And then you come to your baby mama like, well, since I give you $700 a month for child support, you gotta let me get some pussy 4 days out the month. You still using my resources. I should be able to come get a little pussy every now and again. Oh, hood, you can't do that. You can't say that. But you can get all my little relationship ain't worked out. I'm sorry. I need pussy every Saturday. That's what I'm putting in my prenuptial.
And if y'all wondering why I got so much to say about this topic, it's because nigga, I've been bamboozled. Nigga, I've been hoodwinked my whole entire fucking life. Okay, it wasn't until I got to my spiritual development that I realized, oh yeah, all that shit was wrong. Okay, all that shit you did was wrong. Okay, you made really bad decisions after really bad decisions after really bad decisions. Nigga, like you was wrong. Like you know, this thing coming from a nigga that's talking like I got it all right. No, I got everything wrong first. Okay, I think you gotta know that. I got everything wrong first. Okay.
You know it's fucked up when a nigga said, I had one girl buy me an MPC 2000 in 2005. It's 2024. Nigga, that was 19 years ago. He been bitching for this nigga in 19 years. Nigga. 19 years.
That's like driving a 98 Benz in 2020, nigga.
Like, what is you doing? What is we doing? We can't do that.
You got the gold BBS joints on there.
You know it's fucked. I'm telling you, this is how you know it's fucked up. Where the nigga last time he remembered a girl doing something nice for him was 19 fucking years ago. Think about that.
Yeah, brother.
You know, that's my guy. That's my guy though. And chill. One of those. He one of them ones. So you can be a great guy, bro, and still reflect on, yeah. And I'll vouch for that. The chicks in 2003, 2008, from 2003, 2008, that was the last of the Mohicans. You know, from 2008 to now. Whew.
And what's the famous saying? What's the famous saying? Nice guys finish last. Now you know what the fuck they talking about.
Now you know what they talking about. Now you got the science on this shit.
It's two different nice guys though. It's the soul for real nice guy, and then it's that Ogun nice guy. You feel me? Because I mean, yeah, women want to be desired, but they don't want to be jumped on. They don't, you know. And that's the dude that's probably gonna get those girls after they didn't been ran through, you know. But you can either be soul for real or you can be Ogun. And Google those two things and pick what you want to be as a man, you know. Because on my Ogun shit, man, I'm up before the sun is up. I'm doing my thing. And she in the bed like, I just love your dedication. Get back in the bed with me. Like, no, I'm about to use this sexual energy for my dreams. But yeah, it's funny because you said Last Mohicans was like 2003, and it ended in 2008. I think Nicki Minaj got big in 2008.
Oh,
wasn't that Young Money time?
Deeper, darker criminal links, man. I'm telling you, but let's keep it going. It was that Little Kim energy, because think about how no artist in the history of Black artistry was a woman singing or rapping in bikinis. That never happened ever in the history of Black entertainment. You're not gonna find a serious artist before Little Kim in a fucking bikini, basically rapping or singing.
Yeah.
Think about Aaliyah. Think about anybody, bro. Just name anybody. Even a Howard. All of these women, they was talking sexual, but they still was wearing modest clothing compared to Little Kim. But Little Kim ushered in Nicki Minaj. And I'm going to tell y'all what it was about, like 2012, the internet and broadband got really popular and people was using the internet to make money. And one of the major hustles of making money was Backpage and Craigslist and shit like that. And the energy that people was like really tapping in and tuning into was the lace fronts, right? A lace front was a wig that you could just buy and wear. Like before that, it was like extensions and quick weaves, really expensive things. But then women just started going to the beauty supply store, getting a whole wig and wearing it. And after that, it was pretty much the opening of the hoes was selling pussy at the strip clubs and on the internet. That was in 2012. The aesthetic of a prostitute in 2012 is the same exact aesthetic of the modern woman in 2024. The same aesthetic. Lace front, leggings, whatever. Just whatever type of top.
Only thing they missing is the bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Big hoops.
It's crazy out here, man. So all I would say is we in this world where ain't nobody sewing their clothes. They go into the store and they can only choose what the store provide them with. And a lot of this energy, when you talk about Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion, when we look at their chart, you're going to see they the same exact person. That's why they beefing. But y'all want to deal with the news story and then deal with their charts?
Let's go.
Now, to the ongoing drama between Nicki Minaj and Houston native rapper Megan Thee Stallion. And it's getting worse after both rappers trade diss tracks against each other. When Nicki rapped about Megan's mother, who died in 2019 from a brain tumor, her fans started looking for her gravesite here in Pearland. So this is video from that cemetery earlier today. HPD says they've been made aware of the threats and they are keeping an extra set of eyes on the cemetery.
That cemetery is actually right next door to the police department. So there's a lot of law enforcement traffic throughout the day up and down Cullen, which is what the cemetery's on. So it's mostly for those officers to be aware. It's hard not to be aware of the situation with the way social media is nowadays and the popularity of the persons involved. So their main job is to be vigilant in that area.
The cemetery confirmed that nothing has happened, but they're on high alert, and they have also added extra security measures on the grounds.
He's the architect of the Lions.
I was looking for something. I can't find it on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. But it's this song, right? Nicki Minaj put out a diss track. Well, first we can start with Cardi B. We can start Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, put out WAP. That was really what started this beef. Because before WAP, Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion put out Hot Girl Summer with Ty Dolla $ign. And you know, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, they got into a fight at the Met Gala, so they don't like each other for whatever reason. However, it's real interesting, right? Nicki Minaj put out a diss song about goddamn Meg Thee Stallion called Bigfoot. And the original beat is the beat to the Clips and Baby song, What Happened to That Boy. That shit was so inflammatory that she had to choose a different beat for the song. Now, you're going to have to use your imagination on why the song was so inflammatory. And you can find it on Twitter. I can't find it for some odd reason, right?
What
But,
happened to that boy?
but, but the song so hard, right? And the song that's out, it ain't as hard because it put a different type of beat on the song, right? But imagine if Nicki Minaj put a diss song on Meg Thee Stallion over the "What Happened to That Boy" beat called Bigfoot. I need y'all to really read the tea leaves.
Is that version on YouTube?
It's on Twitter, bro. Like, let
Okay.
me look for it. Let me look for it because y'all got to hear what I'm talking about. Because I know I sound crazy right now, but give me one
I
second.
know exactly what he's talking about, but they block
No,
it.
we get it. Like when that with the original song happened to that boy, that shit was crazy. You know, and so man, it's funny because Cash Money and the Clips ain't even cool no more. On top of that.
That is a fact.
Right after that, the Clips and Lil Wayne had beef.
Young Moolah, baby, young Cash
With
Money.
Brad Holmes' turn to speak out about the team's success this past season.
I didn't like the
one that
marriage.
she was playing in the studio.
I didn't like the marriage of what she was doing to the new beat. But I don't think she wrote it to that beat. So it makes sense. But this kid right here.
Die. How you fuck your mother man when she died? How you gonna get a king and
Much
can't
better.
cry? Child, bye. Bigfoot, but you still a small fry.
Over this beat, you could tell what she was trying to do.
Yo, this little begging whore, talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan Raw. If you a ghost fighter, party in Megan's jaw. Shot stone, but I still ain't let Megan. Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Still ain't.
Get up on your good foot.
She
said, get up on your good foot.
That's hard. That's hard. It's very hard.
Fucking your best friend, man, it's crazy. You the type. You was lying to the queen and you been lying to the king.
Damn.
The 30-year-old tea so stale. Kylie kicked you out and made you stumble to the car. Bars, I need a good alcohol bar. Roman weight, that was the bar. Like a bodybuilder, I keep raising the bar. Fuck you, get shot with no scar. This girl picking toxic, somebody adopted.
Oh, so over the last beat, I couldn't even tell she was trying to put a hook in there. I can hear it now over this.
Then your ass bitch clench. I want them girls behind her. Is it my fault I got good vagina? Why the fuck is you humping on a minor? Cause she was lying on your dead mama. I'm not your baby mama.
Of course. See, I think that's hilarious now. Even though everybody says it's fucked up.
We've heard worse.
What? I don't know why is that the chorus. That should not be the chorus. But that's hilarious. All right, that's much better than me. I'm not even going to try to play the original.
Dang. Yeah, man, we gotta look at these charts, man.
Y'all see what I mean?
So who y'all want to start with? Y'all want to start with Big
that out.
But no,
Yeah.
she went crazy on there, and then like she brought up like all the bodies she accumulated, and it's just like.
She went so crazy on it, but the original that's out is whack, right? But I understand it because if I was her team, I feel like it's a secret about Meg Thee Stallion that the industry don't want people to actually know. And I think that in order to be a part of the industry, you need to be in on that secret. Y'all can. And I ain't going to tell you what that secret is because I don't know the secret. That's why it's a secret. Yeah. How you going to do that and not read between the tea leaves and figure out what's actually being said? And if you ain't got the ears to hear, then I'm gonna just leave it alone. And I want to deal with these goddamn charts. And I'm gonna deal. And do we want to look at one chart over the other, or do you want to look at both of them at the same time? Y'all want to look at somebody's chart first, or do y'all want to look at them?
I want.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, AD.
We can look at them one for one.
All right, let's do the oldest one. Let's look at Nicki Minaj's first, and then we're going to look at Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen though. This is.
Yeah, you know they saying that her best friend video is out. And they saying the video is out that her best friend is the one that clapped her in the club.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I've been hearing that. But I mean, if you follow that case, you know that man ain't did that. But that's a whole other conversation.
I think it's the shit that we was talking about for a couple of years. It's that drag shit that's coming back. That niggas just can't say it. They can't come out and just say it.
Nah, they can't come out and say it. And where you think that a person don't have power like that, you don't understand what's happening. You don't even understand that this world is not even. Let's just go so far as to say that you don't know what artist is a Russian CIA operative. You don't know which one is a Chinese CIA operative. You don't know. You can only assume. Because the last time I heard, in order to be popping in this day and age, you need to have money behind you. You got more money than the government. You riddle me that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where you get all that Maybach from? Selling dope? Last time I checked, you can't sell dope like that because iPhones know everything that's happening on your fucking phone. What you gonna do? They hear everything, they know everything, but you can sell dope and be a kingpin. Bro, if we started selling dope today, we'll be in jail tomorrow. I guarantee you.
Make that make sense.
Niggas that. If we start selling dope tomorrow, we in jail the motherfucking next day. We not selling dope for long, fellas. I'm just letting y'all know that. It's too much technology to lock us up. They're gonna know everything. Yeah, y'all was on YouTube talking about selling drugs, and then we intercepted y'all fucking phone text messages. Yeah, y'all in jail. Yeah, you used the VPN, it didn't work. We can bypass that shit.
For real.
Nah, but here goes Nicki Minaj's chart. What stands out prominent to y'all? Like, is this a chart for an artist, or is this a chart for an artist? Y'all let me know. Like,
yeah.
Well, first, like a chart for an artist, right? So, like, one you see. Hold on, I'm tripping. I thought that was not it. All right, but anyway, though, right? So looking at 10th house, right? If you see Nicki, she got a big talent and she has dived up, right? But no, fuck that. I'm talking shit. But it's really that 11th house because her connections and also what she got herself into, meeting the right people, right? Think about the record label she signed to when she first came on.
Young Money,
MCMB, right? Young Money, Cash Money, Baby. And that's what really got her going, giving her like a stampede in the yard. Like, she was with Lil Wayne. Who was all us in that group? Tyga. You got motherfucking
Gutter.
Exactly.
Lil Twist, Lil Chucky.
So like
Drake.
So she came in with a stampede of like artists with her. So she wasn't just alone in her musical pursuit.
She was the only woman.
Exactly.
In the game.
What in her chart signifies that she might be a woman over a boy?
Man, that Scorpio energy.
That moon in Virgo.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that's interesting about her chart. Because looking at her chart, it seemed like she came here to be an entertainer and to not be loved by people. Like she welcomes negativity. You know what I mean? She don't want everybody to love her. You know, because I mean, how would that sell? You know what I mean? Like, how was that interesting? Everybody love you. You know, and it's interesting the energy that's in Sagittarius with the conjunction of Venus, Neptune, and Mercury. That shit is crazy. Like
all her houses, and I mean not all her houses, all her planets are focused in like career aspects. How long has Nicki been rapping for? How long she's been doing music and art? She's about 46.
No, man, she was born in 82. She ain't. Come on, man. Man, she like 42. Yeah, 42. You said she's 46 is crazy. That's a real wild boy. She was fucking with the art. She was fucking with the video until you said that. She hit us with canceled us that fast. No, but go ahead though.
And then you see all the vacancies in all these other houses. You know what I mean? The house of self, the house of resources, the house of communication. It's almost like, I know I already said it, but it's almost like she literally only came here to do what she's doing.
Yeah, she did not come here to wash dishes. I'll tell you that.
She didn't come here to be friends with nobody. She ain't come here to, you know what I mean, for some spiritual alchemy. Like, she really just came here to almost just be a fucking troll, man.
Yeah, she gang. She gang.
But listen though, she had a brother that was went to jail for some sexual thing, right? And the energy that ruled brothers is Gemini, but she also got Chiron in her fourth house, the house of wounds. So I know, like, growing up, she grew up in either Queens, right? She grew up in Queens. Yeah. So she didn't see shit growing up. She didn't see nothing growing up that said, yeah, this is what I want. Yeah. Like, her brother on bullshit. She probably seen her mom and dad on bullshit. But she had talent, bro. She had North Node and Gemini. This is that Tupac energy, that Biggie energy in her fifth house. She have a severe talent of wordplay. And then when she grew up to be an adult, like, you need to really study your chart. Because if you a motherfucker that got a chart that look like this and you washing dishes, you have severely made the wrong choice in life somewhere along the way. And I'm not saying that washing dishes is bad, because you gotta wash dishes, but that's the highlight of y'all motherfucking day sometimes.
Yeah, you don't get the smack battle rap league with its notoriety and, you know, everybody wanting to, you know, battle rap. You don't get that without Nicki Minaj. You don't get Waka Flocka without Nicki Minaj. Now, Waka was brought on by his moms, but his moms blew up off of Nicki Minaj. So the only reason people know Waka's mom or even Waka is because of Nicki, and the only reason people know Smack URL is because of Nicki. She was the only female doing battle rap with a bunch of dudes, and she went through every borough, and the rest is history.
Let's look at this chart though, man, because motherfuckers is tweaking off this astrology. Astrology ain't real, bitch. She got Jupiter conjunct her fucking Midhaven, conjunct her part of fortune. Your Midhaven is where you're supposed to be in life. Jupiter is your planet of expansion. In your 10th house in Scorpio. Her name is Nicki Minaj. Minaj, the last time I thought Minaj was a sexual act. Scorpio, what rules Scorpio? The sexual organs. How you gonna have a Minaj without sexual organs? But she got the sun in the 10th house, how she expressed herself. she is awakened to her sexual energy. So it's like she is so at home with sexual energy, bro. Like and then to say sexual energy, yeah, it's in my 10th house. So you got the sexual energy and you need to make money off of it. Look at your Scorpio placements if you're a woman. What house is
What house is your Scorpio in? Was going to say.
Yeah. And also, speaking of that house of Scorpio, she had Uranus in there. So, like, Uranus helps us realize the awaken us to our power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think about, and it's also like a misconception of newer things, like things that people are not used to. So, her realizing that about her energy, you know, she stepped into it and was a rebel about it. Like we said earlier, besides Lil Kim, who's coming out in that type of clothing, that type of energy, she was one of those people after her who embodies that. So you gotta think about how most planets in your chart activate for you.
Mm-hmm.
Here, hold up. I'm gonna share it so we got it.
Yeah, and I mean to add to it too is like with the Venus, Neptune, and Mercury, all in the first decan in Sagittarius in the 11th house is like whatever message she has, you know, is gonna reach its audience, you know, and she gonna be in a place, you know, where like I mean, she literally came in a game where she didn't have no rival. You know what I mean? Because it was nobody like her. You know what I mean? She was rapping, singing, and then just like putting on an act. You know what I mean? Like her performance was really just like a show, from the facial expressions, the changing of the voice, and all of that. And she was a theater kid. She went to a performance art school in New York City.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it pulled back up. Also, her moon was in on the 5 of Wands with worry. And I think she was a Virgo moon. So you could tell, and with Virgos
in the 8th
tend
house,
to be perfectionists, right? So, and Virgos have a great work ethic. So most of the time when she wasn't working, she was worried. You know, she felt like someone's gonna come after her. And look at what she's doing now. Nicki's always been in the beef with somebody, right? Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. You know, it's a lot of people she's been in beef with. So you think about how that beef.
You gotta start it at the beginning. Little Kim, and then Remy Ma, Cardi B, and everybody else that followed. But she started it with the original queen of hip hop with Lil Kim, and then she went from Lil Kim to Remy Ma. Remember, Remy Ma was just coming home from jail when Nicki was starting to blow up.
Yeah.
Is anybody the host?
No.
Not I.
Okay, I'm gonna see if they make anybody a host. So another thing in her chart, she had a Capricorn in her 12th house. Right. So when we think of the 12th house is related to endings, closure, solitude, old age, spirit out, subconscious mind, limited beliefs, what's hidden about herself. And then like it's governed by Capricorn. And when we think about Mars, it's the planet that makes us act. So a noun for Mars is how I act, right? So what's your thought on the 12th house or the Capricorn Mars? Since you are a Pisces sun.
1 second. AD, can you let me share my screen?
No, I can't either.
Okay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. This is what the Matrix do. They see us giving this powerful information, and they was like, "Yeah, we gotta hold these niggas up."
You gotta keep your charger by your side.
Y'all on Nicki chart, right?
Yes.
I think I could share my joint. You want me to pull her joint up?
Yeah, if you would. December 8th, 1982.
Don't you already got it in the Discord?
Yeah, just go to Discord.
I do. Yep.
Is he back?
Yeah, he loading in.
Okay, then I can take this shit down.
Yeah, so you remember where you left off, Hood? You was talking about Scorpio, then we talked about a little about Uranus and Scorpio.
Yeah, give me a minute to set up. I'll get back.
Go ahead. So what we was getting into a little bit, we talked about the 12th house in Mars, right? So getting into that Mars aspect, she really had to like bring her dreams into reality, right? Mars in the 12th house, you got that Capricorn energy of earthness with that fire of Mars, right? In the house of Pisces, which is ruled by water, which is a mutable sign. So she really had to like dive into herself to really get a lot of shit going. As you see, she made happen, but you can see there's a quick frustration with her with the Mars being her 12th house, right?
Yeah,
being that in her emotions.
I
You got
would.
that water and heat steaming.
I would also say that, you know, with it trying to her moon, you know, she really found a way to wield her sexual energy, you know, because her Mars and her moon is kind of like holding everything in place, you know, and her being able to wield her sexual energy, you know, brought some sense of transformation, you know, and she could be completely submitted to, you know, her sexual energy because it's in Capricorn, you know, and you know, I think it has something to do with how like she just embraced confrontation, you know, like she just, you know, Capricorn is earth and it's a feminine energy, but it still has a lot of masculine aspects, you know, being that it'll embrace what needs to be done, whether it's like negativity, a difficult situation, and then the 12th house is just like, I ain't running from shit, you know. And to just add a little bit, my girl said that Nicki Minaj has an Athena complex.
And then her Mars, that's the 8 of Cups, indolence, right? So like you can see she tends to like overstand herself when she out of balance with this aspect herself. You know, another way of thinking of like what comes before the 8 of Cups is the 7 of Cups of debauchery. So this is like another resemblance to that, but a different aspect. Well, what y'all think about her Saturn in the 9th house with that Libra energy over there?
Well, she got married, and the type of dude that she would like would be a masculine type of dude. The type of dude that she would have a baby with would probably be a dude like Kenneth Petty, but it also have to be a dude that's like going to be integrated into her life. You know, it can't be somebody who don't understand her. And it might almost seem like people like this, they'll be in a relationship with somebody and you wouldn't even know, like the relationship don't make sense to you. But I would say Nicki Minaj is going to be in a relationship with a person for reasons that none of us would even be able to comprehend. She wouldn't choose a partner the same way a normal person would choose a partner. However, if she was ever to make that decision right, she would be very happy. And you can tell whatever that man is, what people like to say about him, he makes her happy. And he's like somebody that she really loves and respects.
Yeah, he got to check some kind of boxes for her.
Some box somewhere that we don't get.
I felt that. I could say like with that aspect, right? Her Pluto in her ninth house, she can really like. She got the most out of her life and learned herself. Every time she had learned herself, it brought her a new type of expansion. Especially being an artist, right? Being that aspect of Libra, that creativity with being connected to Venus. She then like think about her music. A lot of artists use music as a self-expression, self-healing. You know, even though she started a lot of beat.
She represents change. She represents something that the world has never seen. The only tragedy in this chart would be if she never pursued her musical career, right? If she was just a bitch working at Family Dollar, you know, that would be a tragedy to a chart like this. So I would encourage anybody to look at their chart to see what their chart looked like. If your chart looked anything like this, you are destined to become something great. Because look at the design of this chart. Look at the symmetry of this chart. Look at the beauty of this chart. When charts look like this, when they're random and it just kind of, yeah, that motherfucker might be a little crazy. But when charts look like this, when they're so beautiful, so symmetrical, it's not hard for me to read this chart and say, yes, this woman is a bona fide star. You'll never see somebody like this. However, if you just want to, you know, be ran through on a block and don't want to live in your purpose, then, you know, you might be looking crazy. However, if you want to write your bars and put your work out, put your music out, the 11th house is stacked up. What they said earlier about Deborah Anthony, Waka Flocka, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, Drake, Future. These is all people that she is closely established with and connected to for success. She got Neptune and Venus and Mercury in his first deacon of Sagittarius. Whatever she want out of life, Nicki Minaj is going to get. And she'll be a great friend to have. I'm going to just say that. If Nicki Minaj is your friend, she's going to change your life. If Nicki Minaj shouts you out, your life is forever changed, for good or for bad. So this is a chart to study. This is a chart to understand. Let's look at, she a big old freak. Meg the Stallion chart. And we're going to see some of the same themes. What is the major theme that stands out to y'all in Meg the Stallion?
Man at Mars and Moon conjunct.
Opposed what though?
Her sun sign.
That means she born on a full moon, right? If you born on a full moon, you destined for success. Don't be a lazy ass son of a bitch when you born on a full moon. Don't be lazy. Work for it. Get it, because it can happen for you. I guarantee you. Just put a little effort and energy into it. You will be successful. If you was born on a full moon, you will get it.
He said that shit with his chest. He said, "Don't be a lazy ass son of a bitch."
Nah, I was gonna say something worse, but I just stopped at that. Like,
not for real, because when you look at her chart, you can see like what planets in her ninth house and 10th house, right? Ninth House Higher Learning. Megan, while she was also doing her rapping career, she was also going to school. So she was working hard, striving for both of her careers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then with that Pluto in the 7th house, she was a freak in the cheeks, and it got her into some heat. Got her into some drama. You know, her 7th house relates to your relationships. And how many mistakes she made. You know, I think she just made a diss about her partner in her song.
Damn.
Her ex, they broken up, and she made a diss about him already.
Damn.
I think, you know, in the content of her lyrics, you know, that speaks to that Mars and the Moon conjunct, you know, right there on the cups of, what's that, 4 of Cups and 5 of Wands. You know, so you're dealing with the Chariot and you're dealing with lust. You know, big old freak. That's all I can really say. Big old freak.
But when you think about lust, right? Lust and love are not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So with that
It's a thin line between them.
Right. So would you say like a lot of relationships been like lust or love, or it's been confusion between the two for her?
I would think it was probably confusion. And it's like she know what works for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knows if she talk a certain way, you know what I mean? She know how much pussy can influence people, you know what I mean? Not just men, you know what I mean? And she used that to her advantage, I would say. You know, she used her sexuality to her advantage. And even having the Jupiter in Scorpio, it kind of adds to that, in my opinion. And I mean, her whole chart is just like difficulty, you know what I mean? Like, even the trying she has, it kind of makes it difficult to find love, you know?
Yeah, because when you think about her Saturn, right? Her Saturn in the 11th house, you know, she met some people.
She ain't got no friends.
Right. She ain't met shit, you know. And she didn't.
Her parents passed early. Her grandmother passed early. She ain't got too many people in her corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's somebody, you know, because she wouldn't have gotten this far, you know. And it could also have something to do with that Venus in Sagittarius, you know what I mean? Somebody love it, you know, somebody watching over her. Yeah, I would say she's probably divinely guided though. You know, she do spiritual work. You can't tell me she don't. You know what I mean?
Of course. What?
And I say that because of the conjunction in the Neptune and Uranus in the first decan of Capricorn. You know, right by her midhaven. You know what I mean? She doing spiritual work. You know, no matter if, you know, it was one of her parents or grandparents that talked to her and instilled that in her, you know, she doing some type of work, you know. And the fact that she not in jail, Tory in jail, you know, I'm not saying anybody did it, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's almost like this is Nicki Minaj final boss. And I don't see Megan taking the L. I don't. Not that Nicki Minaj gonna lose either, but I don't see Meg taking the L.
Yeah, you know, it's like I posed the thumbnail like a boxing match, but it's like the boxing match of like weed though. You feel me?
Beautiful edit, bro.
And the reason why, no shade, but this is a fight. This is a war. And it's ideologies, it's understandings, and trust me, it's a war of the wombs. Because that Jupiter energy and Scorpio, they both share that, and it's not the same Jupiter.
Wow, that's Jupiter's return.
Yeah, 1995 Jupiter, right? Nicki Minaj got the 1982 Jupiter, right? Same Jupiter, but the thing about Megan Thee Stallion is that Megan Thee Stallion is more mature. The thing of planets is that the older that they get, the more mature they get. So this means my children are more mature than me, but I just can't understand it because all they do is fight and act crazy. But their planets are more mature. They're more evolved. The same way you can do more shit on the computer than your parents. You just know you can, right? So I would look at Meg Thee Stallion's chart. No chart is identical. However, the conjunctions along the midhaven in this Jupiter return chart, this is the next Nicki Minaj. They setting, like it or not, bro.
Yeah.
This is the Gen Z Nicki Minaj. How do millennials feel about that? Like, what are we gonna do? They've been trying to figure this shit out for the longest. Is it Doja Cat? Is it Flo Milli? Is it all of these girls?
Sexy Red.
Is it Sexy Red? And I'm gonna tell you what Bree said. The thing that connects Cardi B, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion is that all of these women are doing high-level witchcraft. Scorpio wars, sex wars, pussy wars, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
What do they rap about? Do they rap about physics, metaphysics?
No.
Do they rap about pussy or not?
Yep. They do.
And if that's and it's dope that you brought that up because when you was off screen, I brought up to the fellas that Nicki started out going after Lil Kim and then went to Remy Ma. If you think about it, this is the reason why Remy Ma is no longer hip hop rap relevant because she can't compete sexually the same way those women that we just mentioned competed.
No. Nicki Minaj even said I shouldn't name myself Nicki Minaj because everybody gonna know me as Nicki Minaj. And when a little kid said, "Mommy, what's a Minaj?" It's a sexual old Jamie. Okay, I want to be like that when I grow up. Sounds good. Make it make sense. So, what? Meg Thee Stallion's first song wasn't about bringing peace into the world. Her first song was, "I'm a big old freak," and then to keep this shit going, Meg Thee Stallion said, "You know what? I ain't gonna rap about nothing else but pussy." And you would say, "Well, what make a person rap about nothing else but pussy?" Well, she got Jupiter and Scorpio. And then let's
in the second deacon though.
The pussy deacon. The literally, bro. It is when I read charts, it's women who will fucking put the pussy on a nigga, and now the nigga paying the bills. And it's women who working every day, standing on their feet for 8 hours, paying rent. And then there's some women who speak it into existence. And I need y'all to study our charts, bro. I need y'all.
Somebody got the joint playing on 2 different screens because it's echoing. Say what you were saying, Hood.
No, I was just saying you just need to study your chart to get an understanding of your chart, because you can be lit. Megan Thee Stallion is lit. She's litter than the average person, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, understanding her chart, I can understand why she is who she is. Another thing about her chart, I can say she do not write her lyrics. She do not have no Gemini placements. So whoever she is and whatever she does, she is the face. Somebody else is writing her lyrics.
Yeah, she's the face of a brand. You could tell she doesn't write that shit because her the way she talks and the way she raps.
Oh damn!
Thing.
Check this out. What if, you know, okay, Megan Thee Stallion. A stallion is a horse. A stallion is something to be mounted, you know, and maybe, you know, if she's not doing witchcraft, someone recognizes the power that she has, you know, and they just, oh shit, I can really get this message across through her, you know. Let me mount my stallion. A stallion is like the Lamborghini of horses. You know what I mean?
Horse.
Yeah, it's like the best horse, the strongest horse, the fastest horse.
You mean like a puppeteer? Like somebody's using her as a puppet?
Yeah.
Let's think about let's scale back.
I mean, look at Beyonce. She's sitting on top of, you know, a horse.
A horse.
Yes.
You know,
but let's scale back. You think you're gonna be a fucking music star with pure talent, nigga? Are you crazy?
Nah.
No.
Are you crazy?
Cassidy will have a Grammy.
Cassidy would have a Grammy. Layla Hathaway would be the
Scarface would probably be the greatest rapper ever. Like
what are we doing here? We would be in a whole different universe if it was talent.
Yeah.
It's not talent. It is energy. It's witchcraft, right? Because what is a spell but an utterance of words with a purpose behind it? I don't think that these particular people, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, know the science, but the people around them are going to utilize the root chakra and primal energy. Sexy Red, nigga, what the fuck? Do I think that's just a name?
Yeah, how you gonna call her? Oh damn! Damn, man.
They playing a different game, and we just getting played.
I hope y'all caught that.
They didn't, but it's cool. Here for a minute. The initiates is here. You know, people can listen to this. If people had an ear to really listen, this is an enlightening, thought-provoking episode that you're not gonna get nowhere else. With that being said, go ahead and like the video. Right?
Like, share, subscribe.
Follow the Hero Fans Book Club on Instagram.
Fix the algorithm. Let's get this algorithm moving in the right direction.
Email.
Like, subscribe.
Email.
Shout out to Panic. I say the Panic. I say the body.
I say the Panic. I say the
Ashe.
Hero Fans Book Club. The Hero Fans Book Club.
We having buckets of water, having everybody say names, pouring them.
We could do libations live if y'all want to.
We'll turn this bitch up though. I'll tell you that much.
No cap. Have everybody in the comments saying Ashe. Good.
And that's crazy. You said that too, Hood. That she's more mature than Nicki, because I see that shit. Like Nicki still gets mad when she doesn't get the proper attention she feels she deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Megan, like you can tell she's more methodical in her approach. Like she gonna take her time, especially like you said, she's not writing her own lyrics, so she can't just jump in the booth like that. You know what I'm saying? Nicki can jump in the booth whenever she wants because she's actually a wordsmith. But where Nicki lacks is panache. You know, like her style has something that it leaves left to be desired. And that's where I think that maturity factor steps in.
Nah, for real. I just and you know, the only type of beefs you really see Megan in is relationship beefs. You really never see her starting beefs with a lot of people like that. For real.
Indeed, man. I feel like we are in this world where we can look at examples of people being highly successful, and we could want that for ourselves. And what do we call Meg Thee Stallion? What do we call Nicki Minaj? We call these people stars. So it's only right and exact that the initiates come up on this YouTube and talk stars about the stars. Because, I mean, we could gossip. We could be some chatty patties like the rest of these people and do it better than them. But what we're going to do is deal with the science behind why they are viral, why they're relevant. And, man, if y'all got any suggestions or charts that y'all want us to cover, man, hit us up, man. I think we need to open up our Discord, fellas. We need to have a public Discord so that people can talk to us. What y'all think about that?
Hell yeah.
I'm with it.
Hell yeah. We'll get a lot of downloads from the collective.
Yeah.
Things they see.
Open up a channel, you know, for the collective, and a channel, you know, for astrology requests.
Yeah, for sure. We need to really get into that because we be on Discord as a collective amongst ourselves, but there's no reason that the conversation needs to stop just because we end in the video. The conversation could be fluid. It could keep going. And, you know, we got a lot of work to do, family. I know niggas thinking that the world is going to end or some shit like that. No. I've been under that assumption for a long time, man. And then once you realize the world ain't going to end and your life is going to be based on how you position yourself day in and day out, man, don't waste time out here in these streets, man.
That is a fact. Since I was a little nigga, they've been talking about revelations and the end of times, nigga. I'm 44. I'm 44 now, and they still talking about revelations and the end of time. So that still don't give you no fucking reason not to do what the fuck we came here to do.
Let's get this work in. Let's get this work popping, man. We got our IG below. I hope everybody have liked the video, followed us on IG. Because you're not going to find no information like this. Keep it a buck. What's in the chat if you ain't never heard no information like this before? I know I haven't.
We're not getting no beautiful nigga panels where niggas is not egotistical and trying to beat each other up behind the scenes. You're not going to get none of that over here.
Nah. You guys.
They trying to get that Discord popping.
This is what pure work look like. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Someone put the Discord in the comments. They see that they trying to jump in them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you know what I love about astrology, though? You can have all these things to say about, like, well, I don't like Megan Thee Stallion because he's making his music and these little kids and all this stuff. But when you look at her chart, it's like, damn, what else was she gonna do or be? You know what I mean? And you kind of just understand energy for what it is. You know, and while we're talking about these celebrities, think about how you can look at your chart. You know what I mean? Look at your parents' charts, man. You might not be so mad at them no more. You know, look at their charts. You know, it's about understanding the energy, because once you understand the energy, you understand its place, and you understand its purpose here. You know, and You can't get mad. Was it the allegory of like the frog taking a scorpion across a river or something like that?
Yeah. So that allegory goes. So the frog, the snake needed to get across the river. The scorpion couldn't swim, right? So it's him. It's just a frog and a scorpion. The scorpion asks the frog, "Well, we can get across there. Just let me ride your back." And the frog was just like, "How I know you won't sting me?" And the scorpion was like, "Cause it'll just kill us both if I sting you in the water. So I gotta wait till you get across the side. Get across." So the frog was like, "I bet." The scorpion hops on the frog's back. As he's paddling, the scorpion goes, "What's up?" The frog is like, "Why would you do that? Now we're both gonna die." The scorpion goes, "I'm sorry, but it's in my nature."
Understanding the nature or the energy of others can.
Tory Lanez need to hear that goddamn mythology. I'm sorry, no man.
He's a living dog.
Tory Lanez needed to hear that before.
Oh man. For real.
Oh, you remember?
For real.
Remember the story of the snake that I told y'all last week?
He'd probably be in Los Angeles in a mansion.
Man, he would be putting out bangers right now. We'd be like, "You heard that new Tory Lanez? This nigga did a rock album, man. This nigga amazing. Nigga did a full rock album, man, acoustic. This nigga put out an acoustic hip hop version, man. This shit
acoustic hip hop.
Yo,
you know he was going through it. 30-year-old nigga with a receding hairline. You know he was going through it.
Dang.
He really going through it now, making fucking breaks. So, goddamn oodles and noodles.
License plate handles.
$30 million nigga reduced to motherfucking you want fries with your motherfucking child? I can load you up on it. Just come back around the line, nigga. You know we have seconds. When I'm working the line, we always got seconds. Imagine a 30.
Oh man, that shit's
passing
funny,
out double hamburgers
man,
to Chris in the cow. Like, this shit fucked up, bro. Leave these women alone.
You on Facebook Messenger 24 hours a day? Oh, hey, at least them niggas get social media in the can, my guy.
Crazy.
Man, it's crazy out here.
Leave these hoes alone, man.
Yeah, leave these hoes alone. Find you some purpose, nigga. Leave these hoes alone.
At least study their chart.
Word. At least study a chart before you get with her. How about that?
Get her chart
on that thing.
In her birth time. Put it in the Discord.
Check the e-facts on that.
Hey, no kidding.
Put it in the Discord.
We exposing all 2024. I ain't even gonna lie. We exposing them all 2024.
Yeah, put it in the Discord.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
High level conversation, and we not holding shit back on these conversations, bro. That's a fact.
When I got my girl's birthday, she didn't know I was into astrology like this.
Hey, I'm telling you, when you get to actually be like, you get to actually talk about true security, they get the what? Like, damn, what the fuck? Like, me, I'm not my sign, but I'm this time, but I'm like, it's a process.
I don't even tell them all that. I just talk to them in a way that I know they're gonna be receptive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, you a deep nigga. You deep, bro. You different, bro.
I be using hair weave analogies. You know, so your energy is more like the Yaki variety to the X variety type shit. You know, you gotta talk to them how they need to be talked to. You know, don't try to astrologies because you're gonna lose them.
Yo, we got a question in the chat, big dog. What does it mean when you have 5 Cancer placements in your chart?
What house?
I came a long way. I got the Pyrex, bro. I used to be Motherfucking cooking dope in this motherfucking pot.
Mr. Pyrex, man.
I could have sworn you was cooking crack right now. Like
I'm not though. I'm not though.
That's the feeling I got. I was about to ask you where your mask is at.
Look, he was talking about us.
I was just wondering where your mask at because I don't want you to get sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was talking about us.
I left those streets alone, man. I'm crushing up herbal powders, man. That's what I'm doing. Plant medicine, man.
Okay.
Plant medicine for the win.
Bagging up that pussy pop. Okay.
Man, you know how it goes.
So 5 cancer placements in your chart. You got a strong, beautiful energy. Well, first, what house is in?
He doesn't. They don't say what house.
I'm doing a video.
That's an incomplete question.
I would definitely say this person got healing qualities of some sort.
I'm using
very intuitive.
Yeah, very intuitive. You know, I would say, you know, you probably got a big heart, and it's very important for you not to just let anybody willy-nilly be in your energy. You know, maybe you gotta learn to like protect your energy a little bit better. Because you know, some people is just like that. I got a good friend, got a lot of cancer places, and she just like, man, she see a sick dog, she want to pick it up and take it home. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you just got to keep yourself away from certain shit, you know, because and I mean, I would love to know the house that it's in. The stellium. So it will be a stellium, a group of several planets in a single sign of the zodiac or a single house.
I would say when you have these planets and all of these, when you have a stellium, just look at it like chocolate milk. That's the easiest way I could describe it. You have all of these particular energies that like merge into one thing. So the first thing is that you're incredibly unique, ridiculously unique. And when you think of Cancer's signature, which is nurturing, if you're a man, you could be receptive to nurturing, meaning like you could be a player for the Himalayas, a pimp, a player, a Mac Daddy. You know, you might have the girls on your team. Or if you're a woman, you got 5 planets, you might have 5 kids that you love and own. So from a man's perspective, like it's just so many different ways it can look. But this is why you need to book a reading with Jabri or book a reading with AD or book a reading with me so we can look at your chart as a whole to get a full understanding of it, because we will only be guessing, especially if we don't know the house, we don't know the aspects to it. But the thing that I can say for sure is that you're insanely unique and you're incomparable, and the amount of love and nurturing that you have, your heart is big. So you might have a lot of different hoes on your team, male or woman. You know, be okay with that, right? Don't limit your love because people don't understand how big your heart is.
Yeah, but don't let people use you.
Facts.
You know, because we were just talking about this. You know, somebody can really be in your energy and love you. You know, I want to be around you all the time, but they don't respect you. You know, and it's important to protect your energy with that cancer placement, because you're a valuable person to whoever life you in. You mean a lot.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, be careful not wearing that heart in your sleeve.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound cruel, but if y'all want a reading from the Hierophants or Hood Mystic, y'all gonna have to hit this Initiates of the Flame DM box. Y'all gonna have to hit one of their boxes personally, because we could do this for a whole show, but we just can't do it for free.
Hey, why did Panic just channel this nigga Raw real quick?
You say what? Oh.
Just channeled this nigga Raw real quick. Y'all heard Panic speak to Raw? That shit was funny.
Yeah.
You listen to
Email.
that nigga long enough, that nigga just came through this nigga real quick. That shit was like,
Email.
just can't do it for free. Looking ass nigga, like man, all you panic, bro. Panic.
No.
Cash App.
Cash App. Cash App.
That's my favorite woke nigga ad lib. Cash App. Email.
Cash App. That nigga was making money, dog. That's
He
what
was, bro.
That nigga was clocking that money
He
in,
used
bro.
to be on for 5 hours, and you would hear that every 10 minutes.
That's a different level of money making, man. That nigga was a millionaire off of this shit, bro. Let's keep it a buck. That nigga was breaking in cash apps and emails out the ass, and all he was doing was going live, man. That nigga was for real. Whatever he did, that shit worked. We need to do Penix chart. We need to figure out his birthday, time of birth, man. We need to deal with the OG's chart because he ain't believe in his chart.
Yeah.
I wonder what his chart looked like.
I believe he was a tropical tourist. But yeah, we gotta find that birthday.
What y'all got, man? Y'all got anything else? We did a successful episode, man. We might do an episode tomorrow, man. This shit feeling good to me, man. It's like sex, having a baby, and these episodes, man. That's how I feel about. That's my hierarchy right now.
We got an episode of Super Genesis coming up soon. We're going to be going over chapters. What my notes say? Chapter 15 to 18. And these chapters deal with the promise of salvation. Abram becoming Abraham, the child of promise, and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. I ain't even gonna read nothing from my notes. It's gonna be in the episode. I'm really excited for this episode too. I'm gonna drop a jewel on what masonry is as well.
Yeah, the call of Abram is like the best way you can explain it is like it's like I can't say it. The best way to explain it, like in a funny way, is like the spirit didn't get his name.
Oh yeah, we was saying like Netter Alakazam or some shit like that.
Yeah, well,
you muted, Hood.
Yeah, but y'all gonna enjoy it, man. Studying Abram's been pretty fire. And also, if you got things you want to know about Abram or questions or anything, hit us up in our DMs.
Hey, put in the comments y'all IG name or how can people find y'all online? Cause we gotta get up on that, man. We gotta get motherfuckers to tap into the Hierophants Book Club, but we need that info, bro. Y'all see that? Go ahead and write it down. Just go open up your IG app, follow AD, right? I need the Hierophants one, and I need Jabri, I need Sacreds. We're gonna just throw it on the screen so people can see it. Because if you tell niggas, you know niggas be on their phones, they be driving, they can't write it down. But if you can see it, you can come back to the video, tap back into it.
I before E and then Hierophants.
On IG, what you say, big bro?
I before E in the word Hierophants.
That's a hard one, bro. You're gonna have to give niggas grace on that one. Y'all need to set up two of them. One of them is a forward, man. That's like Google got GOO and GOGLE. Niggas gonna fuck that up every time. You don't even know why.
Hey, if you peep, I think we fucked it up.
I fuck with you all the time. I'm even gonna lie to y'all. Is the I before the E or the E before the I? Hierophant.
Either way, you can get to the book club through my IG or AD's IG.
For shit show.
And YouTube pages.
Yes, sir. YouTube, IG, fuck with us. Yeah, man, because the information, like I told them, I've been listening to the past couple episodes. The information is A1. All we got to do is promote it and market it now. That's how I feel about it. So get on your good foot, no pun intended. Subscribe to these brothers because, like I said, information is coming at a premium nowadays. Don't nobody know what they talking about because everybody is learning from TikTok, and you can't actually learn from TikTok 8-second clips. So if you ever wanted some real information in this day and age, follow these brothers and get it. Get the downloads, get the information. They consistent, well thorough, well researched, and thorough, like I said. And tap in Hierophants Book Club. Right, the I is before the E. This nigga Breeze didn't even put an O in it, so you gotta come.
It's late, man. I was up at 3:30 in the morning today, man.
You gotta combine both of them, and you'll find it and figure out.
Ah, damn. Yeah, just go to the bio in our IG, man.
Yes, sir.
You can get it for sure.
Tune in. Just these episodes just help you understand mythos and spiritual metaphysical in a simple way. Help you understand the coding, history of it. So sometimes you always see all that biblical literature, and it's very confusing. But I appreciate everybody doing the show, watching, liking, subscribing. Really appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great night. Anybody want to exit with anything? When we head out?
Psalms 23. Psalms 23. Go read that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death type shit. You feel me? I just want to say thank y'all for tapping in. We was talking for 2.5 hours. Time flies when you having fun. Felt like 30 minutes, but I feel like we did a lot. You know, I say my thing to y'all is let's keep this momentum going. Let's research. Let's make the next episode better. Let's build. Let's connect. Let's grow. Let's get on this Discord. Let's research. Let's find content. Let's find videos to react to, and let's get up off our ass because we are on a mission. It's not our mission. It's our mission. So let's get it popping. What you got to say, Sacred, before we get up out of here?
I just want to say thank you for everybody coming out and allowing us this space. Give our shade to the ancestors, known and unknown. And just like the brother said, be consistent with this. So please, your feedback is welcome. We need it all. We want it all. And any questions, anything you guys want us to tackle, anything that you guys feel like we can tackle because nobody else is discussing it, please put it in any one of our chats. We are all readily available. And all I want is just my brothers just to be consistent and persistent in whatever it is that they're doing. Just make sure we're doing it together with purpose. That's all.
I'm not making crack, making microdose capsules.
I was hoping you was.
By the way, just putting that out there. I'll catch you on the side. Thank y'all. It's better than crack, actually, if you want to be honest about it.
That's a big pack.
That's a big bag.
Yeah, you gotta be multitasking. So I was able to do two things at once. So I really appreciate the time and energy spent. I was able to get a lot of work done in multiple areas. So let's do this again, fellas. Let's do it better. And with that, we're gonna sign off. Out our intro video. Tune in and tap in, like, share, subscribe wherever you're watching this. Whenever you watch this, comment on the video. Even if you just want to give us your phone number so we can link up with you later. I'll send your number to Serpent. He'll for sure come through, do something strange for a piece of change. And we'll
Absolutely. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Hey man, all right, y'all, we are.
It's the initiates. Hide your baby mothers.
No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. I tell the truth.
Swallow.